I stand before you because of the determination of a woman who told her doctor that she was not going to abort her baby. And that woman is my mother. And because of her strength and determination, I'm able to stand in front of you and to do this work. And so I want to share with you a picture of the childhood that I had. I was born the youngest of 5 in Oxnard, California, 45 minutes north of Los Angeles. And my childhood was that of many of the inmates here. My childhood was that with domestic violence and alcoholism. But we also had a lot of love. And I shared the space with my sister Patricia. So we are the ones with the 2 blue hats. And my sister Patricia and I shared a room. We shared secrets. We shared love. We also shared a lot of arguments. And as we grew up in the community that we were living in, we had created our own family outside of our home. I was able to play basketball, but at the age of 16, I started getting caught up. I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. And I started doing things that my mom wouldn't approve of. My mom was always at church. She was always praying for people. She would go to pray for men in jail on Mondays, and I didn't understand that. I was angry because she didn't pay attention to me. She paid attention to other people. But it was because my mother wanted so bad to heal our community. And she felt that through her prayers and going out that she would actually heal and save her family. But if anything, it turned me off. It turned me away, and it actually made me want to go do things that my sister got involved in. She was my biggest influence in my life, as well as my older siblings. And so at 16, as you could see, I'm the girl with the big, poofy, teased out hair. I was sidestepping, playing sports, basketball, and I was also trying to gangbang. And on my 17th birthday, the most tragic thing happened. I had to bury my sister. My sister's life was taken in a car accident, and at 4 in the morning, we got the knock. And at that moment was when my purpose was awakened. In that moment, I realized that life was too short and that I wanted to dedicate myself to something larger than myself. With the love and support of my family, living within the duality of the victim and the offender, having my oldest brother, who's 14 years older than me, in and out of jail because the community wasn't able to provide the resources that he needed in order to get help, and having my sister's life lost, her becoming a victim. I dedicated my life to helping young people and to working inside prisons and working with men and believing in them and helping them transform their lives. You see, I wanted a new life. I wanted to end my life after my sister passed away, and I did. I went away to college. I had an opportunity that many young people didn't have. I had the opportunity because I was mentored. I was believed in. Somebody believed in me and said, you know what? You have the power to do whatever you want, and you need to go do it. And I did. And I went away to college, and I helped young people who I felt looked most like me. I didn't always look this way. I didn't walk into prisons this way. But I remember looking at young people who felt lost, who felt unloved, who felt there was no purpose for them in life. And I used to be that. And so I personally felt it was my responsibility, just like somebody believed in me, to give them an opportunity of hope. And so I started organizing cultural and spiritual ceremonies inside Tracy Prison. under an organization called Barrios Unidos. I created detention alternatives, providing job training, mentorship opportunities for youth, and created youth leadership groups so that young people could speak here, creating solutions about what they needed in their life, and not it being these mucky mucks who knew nothing about the situation or how to resolve these community problems. And also, a lot of my work is because while I was a teenager, my older siblings were having babies. And I had little kids looking up to me. And what was I going to be? The victim? Was I going to allow my sorrow to take over my life? No, I wanted to be somebody for them. I wanted to show them that they could do it. And I have one graduating from UC San Diego in a week. So I'm really, really proud. And so whether it's the prisons of Tracy, or whether it's the prisons of El Salvador, or whether it's Ironwood or the world, I learned from my mentor, who took counsel with Nelson Mandela. Harry Belafonte said, "You could cage the singer, but not the song." And so I hope that every man, every person who's incarcerated continues to sing beyond these walls. And so I thank you.